Good evening. Welcome to this edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show. My name is Leon Jones. Tonight's topic is types of loans, installment and revolving. Again, the name of this video is types of loans, installment and revolving. Now, did you know that loans and many credit cards represent two different types of credit? Mortgage loan or personal loan, they're examples of installment credit, and many credit cards provide revolving credit. When you deal with installment credit basics, with installment credit, basically you borrow a specific amount of money and have a set amount of time to repay the loan, usually several years. The loan can have a fixed rate, which won't change over the term of your loan, or a variable rate which may rise or fall during the loan term. Mortgages, car loans, student loans, and personal loans are all examples of installment credit. Now, installment loans can be secured or unsecured. Again, installment loans can be secured or unsecured. Secured loans are backed by something of value, like a car or a home, which the lender can take if you don't pay back the loan. That's known as collateral. Unsecured loans don't require you to put up any property at risk, but interest rates are often higher since the lender faces more of a potential risk. Now, when you understand revolving credit, it's basically open-ended and is not required to be paid off within any specific number of months or years. The lender gives you a credit limit, which is the maximum amount of debt which can be outstanding with that lender all at once. Now, the amount you will pay each month may change depending on how much of your available credit you use. As you use the credit, the amount of money available will decrease. Now, as you repay the credit card each month back, the amount of available credit, of course, goes up. Credit cards and lines of credit are both examples of revolving credit. Now, when you compare installment and revolving credit, here's what people usually do. For me, I would utilize installment credit for big ticket items, such as a home, vehicle, or college education. Now, if I'm fresh out of cash and I don't want to use my debit card, I basically would utilize what I call revolving credit. That's my credit card based on the amount of funds or credit available on that card. I would use it for items such as a camera, television, clothes, food, and gas. Now, when you have installment credit, good benefit of installment credit is you have a lower interest rate. If the rate is fixed, the same payment each month can make budgeting a lot easier. A decreasing balance will occur as you continue to make payments. Interest paid only on the original amount that you borrowed. So when you have an installment credit, you can usually pay the interest on the amount of that credit from the original amount that you borrowed. Again, that's installment. Basically, you pay only interest based on the original amount that you have borrowed. Now, the advantages of revolving credit can include you have a flexibility to change your monthly payments. The access or ability of your credit, you have it as often, or let me go back, the ability to access your credit as often as you'd like, as long as you don't go over your credit limit. Now, what that's saying, you have access to utilizing the credit card as long as you don't go over your credit limit. Because if you do, then you're going to be assessed what we call over limit fees. Now, with revolving debt, you can't be late. Because if you are late, then what happens is you're going to be charged not only over the credit fees if you go over, but if you're late with your credit, you're going to be charged late fees, which that can hurt your credit, particularly at 30 days it goes on your credit report, 60 or 90. That's when you start to lose points on your FICO score. Now, usually when you deal with credit, particularly credit cards, they basically charge you annual fees as well as fees, again, for going over your credit limit or making late payments. Now, what I like about revolving credit, again, there is basically no time to pay off the debt. Now, here's what I would do when you have revolving credit. Let's say I took out an item and I paid $350. Well, I want to make sure I take 2 months to pay that $350 back. Why? Because you're also showing the lender that when you can make monthly payments, you are not at a risk of being able to pay your credit card back on time. And if you continually do that, you may be able to get an increase in your credit. Now, something else that I should have pointed out here regarding revolving debt. Now, this basically talks about secured credit cards or unsecured credit cards. Okay? When you have an unsecured credit card, the lender actually allows you a set amount, like $17,000. But do you know the same principle applies when it's a secured credit card? Now, what is a secured credit card? A secured credit card is one that you set up your credit by having a bank account. In other words, you put that money, let's say $1,000. You take $1,000, put it in that bank account, and establish your own line of credit. Now, that is good if you have bad credit. And it also gives you an opportunity, I call it a credit builder card. You can build up your credit once you make your monthly payments. And once you do that, then you could go and apply for what we call an unsecured credit card for a certain amount of money. Now, the reason why I'm bringing up credit because it is the holiday season. And there are going to be a lot of merchants taking credit cards. And a lot of us get in trouble with credit cards. A lot of us get in trouble with student loans. Now, if you get in trouble with an installment loan, you can always go back, and if you had good credit prior, you can work out payment arrangements as well. But you want to make sure that all of your loans are paid back on time because you may need that money. Now, personal loans, student loans, credit cards, they all go on your credit report. And when it comes to your credit report, you get one free credit report a year. And I'm going to tell you the site right now. Most people think, oh, you go to triplecreditreport.com. Well, it'll tell you you get a free credit report. You really don't. But if you want one free credit report, you go to annualcreditreport.com. That will give you that one free credit report. Now, when you see an I or an R on your credit report, an I stands for installment and an R stands for revolving. You want to make sure that all the items on your credit report are correct. You have 3 credit bureaus. Actually, you have 4. Innovis is the 4th one, but you basically have Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Now, all 3 credit bureaus may have a different FICO score. You want to keep that in the stage of correction. And the reason why, there's always information that somebody else could have on your credit report. Let me give you an example. My dad's name is Leon Jones Sr. I'm Leon Jones Jr. And I found some information from him on my credit report. I don't own a house, but I do have student loans, but I pay my student loans. But this video is just to give you an overview of installment and revolving credit. And I'm trying to also give you some information on how you could maximize these 2 types of credit and what you use it for. Again, big ticket items, you use installments. Smaller items, you use revolving credit. And the reason everyone needs to know this, because the holidays, particularly Christmas, a lot of us find ourselves broke at the beginning of the year. So you have to watch your credit very carefully. And another thing, make sure when you utilize your credit card, you keep your credit card as close to you as possible. There's a lot of identity theft going on. And your installment loans, make sure you get receipt when you pay your installment loans. Keep track of the information. That way, you know what your balance is each and every month. Because again, with installment loans, basically your rate is fixed. Again, it could become a variable rate, but for the most part, it is fixed. Again, with credit cards, basically the rate is fixed, but the amount you'll pay every month is going to be variable. So, it's this edition of the 401 Talk Zone radio show for Friday, December 23rd, 2016. Tune in to the 401 Talk Zone radio show. It's every Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio. Guest calling number is 215-383-5785. Now, if you like my videos, please share and subscribe to the 401 Talk Zone radio show so I can continue to give you quality information for educational purposes from a professional, mature perspective. Now, on this channel, there are lots of channels out here who do social issues and that do social issues. Me, I don't do social issues or controversy or emotional issues. That's not my bread and butter. Nor do I participate in any drama or unnecessary bickering. My channel is an education channel. In other words, if you were going to school, you're a student, and I'm a teacher, and I'm giving you this information to help you make good decisions that you will need to apply in the real world. So on this channel, I keep everything respectful and positive. If you have a business or a topic that you would like for me to discuss here on YouTube and Blog Talk Radio, please email me at lej6521@gmail.com. You can also get this information on my Facebook page. All the links are posted under every video that I produce. I like comments. Here's the thing. Can you comment? Leave it in the comment section under the video. Make sure that your comments are pithy. No bloviating or pettifogging. If you wish to opine. That's it for this video. Until next time. My name is Leon Jones. Please remember, be gentle and respectful with each other, and have a wonderful and blessed night. Good night.